Hi everyone, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Ringworld, Ataru here, and today we're going to talk about, why am I the sailor fighter of death and new birth? Now, a lot of folks are going to say that is little misleading, giving to the grounds that Sailor Pluto or Sailor Underworld, she should be the one that has something to do with death and new birth. But no, she is a keeper of time and room, which is really truly misleading. Then you get to me, and it's even more misleading because I really shouldn't have anything to do with, death and new birth. But sadly, I do. Now, why that I am one of the most strongest of the outer sailor fighters is that I have the might that can help a world or end a world. I mean, that is the kind of might that God and Jesus gave me. But I don't take this might, and I don't do it all the time. The only time that I ever was called upon to end something so something could start again was after the fall of the Moon Kingdom. And yes, this tends to happen in the draw. This happens to be in the plays or the song plays, where it happens. Where that happened, because I don't think anywhere in any of the books that it was written or drawn anywhere, and none of the drawing shows, to my understanding, I don't know if they ever played that up, and I don't think they did. So, anyway, and I also have my sickle with me. Oh, yeah, yes. The Great Eastern Glee did not make a sickle with this doll. But back in the day, Irwin and Bandai would make a sickle that went for my Irwin toy doll, my Bandai doll, which is worth a lot if you can seek it on, eBay, Etsy, Overstock, Deal Dash. So I had to work a sickle from the Dollar Tree. Now, this sickle gives me 2 strikes. And believe it or not, most elders have 1 or 2 strikes, and they seem to be as mighty of all the other, inner sailor fighters and their strikes. The first one is always known as, Silent Sickle Strike, or Hush Sickle Strike, which is very strong strike indeed. The next one's known as Hush, or Silent Wall, or Hush Wall, which also, goes through the... Let me get this off of here, clean this. Oh, shit. Alright, which is a strong strike too. So anyway, it is what it is, it's a strong one. Sorry for that burp. So, there are strong ones. Now, a lot of folks might ask me, you say, if I'm the strongest of all the outer sailor fighters and the inner sailor fighters, does that also mean that I am stronger than the Sailor Starlights, or Sailor Galaxia, or Sailor Cockaboo, or any other sailor fighters out there? Well, that's hard to say if I am the strongest, at least the strongest of the inner and the outers, at least in the Milky Way Starway. And if I am the strongest, why is... sorry for coughing. If I is the strongest, then why would everybody want to have anything to do with me? Now, in the third free diff following, Sailor S, or Sailor Moon Super, Sailor Moon Over, the elders were so frightened of how strong my might was that they thought that I had to be put to death, because they truly believed that I would end everything if I ever was awakened. The truth was I did not. You know, we had Lady Nine, who was a fiend that took over me, and after I fought that off, then I awakened, cast her out, then I awakened as, then God, after God and Jesus helped cast her out, then God and Jesus awoken me as Sailor Saturn, a Sailor Ringworld, and I went in to fight, you know, King 90, which was the true foe out of the whole thing, but doesn't show himself until at least the end. But why they feared me so much is because I had the God and Jesus had given me the might to either end the world or to keep a world. And I've always chosen to keep a world, so there you go. If you like this film, then follow me over here at the Sailor Moon for Life. Don't forget to share, thumb up, and playlist this film. Don't forget to watch the film that we made yesterday with Sailor Neptune or Sailor SeaWorld, Michelle, you know, over there. And if you haven't followed us, which, believe it or not, we don't have as many, we got a lot of followers, but to say who has followed us and who watches us is a whole other thing. Don't forget to hit that bind in that round, so you know when the next upload, live stream, or short is done. I, Sailor Saturn or Sailor Ringworld, Ataru, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Farewell. So long.